Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm your host Rupin from Jammed, and today I'll be sharing with you my thought process on designing a logo. Quick disclaimer, this is not a tutorial to teach how to use design software for beginners, however it may help you understand the logo design process. Without further ado, let's dive right into it. So, what do you think makes a logo? Sometimes a logo is just a symbol, sometimes it's even just typography, sometimes even a mix of both. But the real question, what makes a great logo? A great logo is simple, memorable, timeless, and versatile. I'll try to go over each of these quickly. So, number 1, simplicity. Imagine if Twitter was using a real bird as their logo, full of colors and everything that makes up a bird. Would you still be able to recall that same brand when you see just the logo, outside of context? Secondly, memorability. So this point also overlaps with the first point that we talked about, simplicity. A simple logo is always memorable. It's easy for people to digest. They can pick it up whenever they see it first. So I'll give you some examples of what I mean by a memorable logo. Thirdly, timelessness. I'm taking Nike as an example. I can see this logo working now and even 100 years in the future, if we live that long. Last but not least, versatility. For example, if we look at Apple and see how they use their logo on their products, this is a versatile logo. They use it on all of their products. Their iMacs, their laptops, their mobile phones, everything. Even their packaging. It can even work in black and white, also inverted, because it's a versatile logo. Alright, so now that we know the basics of what makes a great logo, why don't we start designing a logo for a brand called Eggs? Eggs is a clothing brand. You're not getting any good ideas, are you? That's because you skipped one of the most important parts in the design process, the research part. What makes the research part really important? Because here you know what the brand really is about, and you use it for your own advantage to design a logo that really represents their brand. So if this Eggs brand was designing suits, for example, would it still use the same logo if it designed sportswear? I don't think so. So how could you know more about the brand? Ask specific questions. This is an example of how that conversation should look like. What does your brand do? Design sportswear for adults. What are the main aspects of your brand? Speed, agility, durability. Who is the target audience? Adults between the age of 15 to 25. Who are your brand's competitors? Nike, Puma, and Adidas. Where and how the logo will be used? On the website, social media, and clothing. What logos do you like or have as a reference? Sometimes they'll have reference, sometimes they won't. But when they do, it's really good for you because it will show you what kind of quality they're expecting. Now that you know more about the brand, you understand what they're really looking for. You know who they're up against, you know the brands they're competing with, and you can design something that can really stand out from the crowd. My next step would be to create a really fast mood board to show it to the client because it's quick and reliable. I can change it anytime without any effort. It's effort-free. So it's a really quick way to know if your client and you are on the same page. So we finally have come to the part that everyone has been waiting for. Designing the actual logo. This is the part where you pick up your sketchbook or your drawing tablet and start sketching all the ideas that come to your head. They don't have to be necessarily extremely great ideas, and you shouldn't worry about making something perfect. Matter of fact, what I try to do when I'm sketching logos is I try to be loose and sketch out all the bad ideas first so I know what doesn't work for that brand. It's important to keep in mind that sketching logo ideas is not only about sketching good ideas, but rather all ideas that relate to that brand. And also it's important to use the mood board that we made earlier as reference while designing. You don't need to be an expert at sketching, but your work should be somewhat readable so that the client would understand what you're doing. Also, don't be afraid to try out some of the ideas in your references, but make sure to modify them in your own way so that you're not exactly copying what the other designer did. So keep duplicating, try out different ideas, change the typography, change the shape, and repeat. You should be really loose in this phase. After sketching a bunch of different ideas, you should show them to your client. See what they like and what they don't like, and pick what they like and improve upon them. After having a set of ideas that the client likes, pick these ideas and put them inside of a vector drawing app, such as Adobe Illustrator. Now you're turning an idea into an actual logo, using the vector app. Why use a vector app? Because vector apps work on mathematical equations, which makes the logo not lose the quality when scaled up or down. Right now on Illustrator, I'm using the golden ratio circles technique to design the logo. Always use basic shapes because they work better for logos. While on Illustrator, always make sure to duplicate and try new stuff. You never know what you're gonna come up with. You literally got endless possibilities. You can change the shape, you can change the typography, you can change the colors, you can try in black and white. You should learn to do that on every design project because you literally have unlimited possibilities, which usually results in happy accidents, which has happened to me during the recording of this video. You will see me shift from one idea that I started with into another one that is similar but different in its own way. So always remember not to stick to one idea when designing a logo. Either way, here's the final logo design that I came up with. Congrats, you've made it to the end of the video. As always, thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, leave a like and share it with your friends. Also, make sure to comment down below what topic you'd like to see next, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of the Jammed talks. See you in the next one.